Do you want to capture the perfect wedding vows or just want to enhance your audio and your films in general? Watch until the end of this video because we have the tips that you need. Tip number 1, find a good location. A place or room where the bride and groom can be comfortable expressing themselves to each other. It's already going to be you and the photographer listening. Bringing them to somewhere else will make it more comfortable for them to be able to read their vows. And also the background noise as well. The less you have to correct your audio, the better, because it's going to be easier to hone in exactly what frequencies you need to change, or just going to sound a lot better because you don't have nothing in the background, just their voices. In some cases, they may want to read their letters during their first look. Of course, we'll pick a good spot where nobody's around, nobody can see, nobody can watch, unless they don't mind. But we'll pick a secluded place where it's quiet and that's the only thing you're gonna hear, like just them talking. Just be sure to just look around first and just to get a good idea.
As your wife, I promise that I'll always support you and comfort you. I promise that I will keep choosing you. As your wife, I promise that I'll always support you and comfort you. I promise that I will keep choosing you.
Tip number 2, lighting is key. Yeah, you might be saying, oh, vows. We talking about audio. You're a filmmaker, right? Of course, you want to have the visual as well, because if you're capturing this crispy audio and your quality is not looking right, it's like, dang, I wish I had both, right? So some places are very difficult to light up for the most part, but for me, I invested into some Aperture 300Ds. Some people may say that's overkill, but I was doing commercial work, so it makes sense for me to just go ahead and get 2 of those and just use them. And so I got those, but a softly lit area with natural light will create a romantic atmosphere and it makes for stunning visuals. I don't always use my 300Ds for that. For the most part, I don't use them until the ceremony and the reception. But when they're doing their first look and they want to read letters, I normally just rely on their natural light, to be honest with you. I never use my lights. Natural light is an amazing thing. You just got to know how to film in it. And shooting in the dark, and make sure you got enough lighting everywhere. It can be in the inside. Just make sure you have enough lighting in the room. Just avoid harsh lighting that can wash out your footage, of course. So if you don't have any lighting, at least try to invest into some panel lights. That was my first pair of lights that I had. I had these square panel lights I used to use, and they got the job done. It helped get me through the day, and my footage in some parts where it's supposed to be crazy dark wasn't as dark because I had a little panel light. So invest in the panel lights. The panel light is nowhere close to how much I paid for my Aperture 3Ds. I think they was probably either $100. I want to say they was not that expensive compared to a $1,000 light. So definitely check out some panel lights for sure. And the thing is, it's probably better for you to get a panel light in the beginning because you'd be able to get 5, 4, 6 of them, while you trying to get one Aperture D where it's like $950. That's pretty expensive, right? So, if you don't have the budget, you can get multiple panel lights and okay, you're fine. You're fine. I will have panel lights and the Aperture 300Ds in the description. So if you want to check those out, it will be down there. Tip number 3, frame your shot properly. Make sure you have a clear view of the couple and their facial expressions. If you can, use a tripod for stability and take practice shots beforehand to find the perfect angle. Now, I used to only use one camera, but it was still achievable. I would definitely say invest in 1 or 2 cameras if you can stand the budget. And the reason why I say that, from personal experiences, it saved me so many times in my career that me having 2 cameras, because I can be able to grab the second camera and still maintain a good image quality to make my films more consistent in the editing room. When I used to have 1, of course, I had to move. I would miss a little bit of it. I wouldn't be able to get the other person's reaction. If they did a little smile or they maybe shed a tear while they reading, I wouldn't be able to get that because I'm getting their groom reaction if the bride was reading her vows or letter. Of course, I had to go back and forth. So I definitely say get 1 or 2 cameras so you can have both angles going at the same time. Tip number 4, of course, don't forget the audio. Invest in good microphones to capture crystal clear sound. Place it close to the couple, ensuring you don't miss a single word of the heartfelt vows. Don't be like me and try to operate a sound bag and film at the same time as a one-man band. It's extremely unattainable, both keep tracking of audio levels and composing shots at the same time. I definitely wish I didn't do it that way, but I wanted to be as professional as possible. And I had to learn the hard way. You know, I spent the first year just with a sound bag hooked to me and trying to do levels, and it was just too much. I needed a second person. And sometimes I would literally have to have the sound bag off to the side and not knowing if my levels was too high and not knowing if I lost connection or anything. I was really putting my whole film on the line with that bag because I couldn't monitor it. So I strongly encourage you to invest into like something like the DJI wireless mics. You can monitor and operate it very easily as you film. I use the DJI wireless mics and they work effortlessly. Like, they make it so much easier. Even when I want to mic up the groom or the bride, is so small and compact, it's easy just to pull out my pocket and put it in theirs, basically. If you would like to see a review of that mic and why I chose that mic, the video will be somewhere up here. It'll be up there, so click on that. Number 5, be prepared for unexpected emotions. Weddings can be a roller coaster of emotions, and capturing those tears of joy or bursts of laughter will make your video truly memorable. They're gonna always remember those shots that you got when they laughing and talking anyway, so make sure you just ready for the moment and try not to be caught off guard all the time. Number 6, plan ahead and communicate with the couple. Discuss their vision for the vows and any specific moment on shots that they want to be captured. This will ensure you meet their expectations and create the video they'll cherish forever. So always do that. I don't care what you're doing. Always communicate with the bride. I would say try to commute with them at least twice if you can. Let's say they booked you within a year. At least try to get with them twice, you know, whether it's of course, when you first talk to them and right before the wedding. Don't let the wedding day be the second time. I seen that when I started doing that, it helped me build a relationship with the couples because I actually got to talk to them and got to know them a little bit more. So the more you can talk to them, the better. Now, I know it definitely would help in the editing room if you know them because you understand who they are and what they really looking for. So just communicate with your bride, and it's gonna make the day stress-free for you and them because you know exactly what you're gonna do. There you have it. Our top tips for capturing the perfect wedding vows. Follow these steps and you'll be well on your way to create a beautiful and emotional video that the couple will cherish for a lifetime. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more wedding tips like this, and I see you when I see you.